Why, hello there, friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new around these parts, hello. Thank you so much for clicking. In today's video, I'm doing a plan with me for the week of June 24th, and I am using this Alice kit from Scribble Prints Co. It is a pop mystery, so I picked it up during her last pop mystery event, and that's probably when you would have the next opportunity to pick it up, so keep an eye out for that. But I decided to use this kit because this was the last bit of our trip, and we did go to Disneyland on Monday, so I thought it would be like it would make the most sense to just go ahead and use it, because I think I had like a summer kit planned to use for this week, and I was like, when she had the pop mystery, I actually was eyeing a different kit, and then when I saw this, I was like, wait, I think I can use this for that week, that last week in June when we kind of finish it all up. So I think it ended up working out well. When this first kit got released, I never thought I'd have a use for it because I haven't watched Alice in Wonderland. I know that's wild, but I haven't watched it. Maybe I did when I was little and I don't remember, but I have like zero recollection. What are words? Recollection of it. Y'all, it's like midnight and I need to go to bed after this, but I was like, let me just get this voiceover done real quick while I have a little bit of time. So yeah. So what else? Foil. I used some Alice themed foil, I think a full foil bundle, yes, in Shattered Red from Planner Choco, which I thought just came in super clutch. I was kind of in between red or like a gold, but I ended up going with red, and I really do like the Shattered Red with this kit, so I think it turned out super cute, and I think that's all the nitty gritty of it all. I did use 2 extenders on Monday and Tuesday. Monday was my Disneyland, or I should say our Disneyland day, and then Tuesday was our checkout day. So they were both very busy, very long days. So I will get into that in the talk through, but those are the 2 days that I used extenders for. And then the rest of the week honestly was pretty uneventful, I feel like. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sunday was eventful. I literally forgot about it. Like you'll hear in the talk through, I'm like, oh yeah, I did do that on Sunday. You'll see what I did, but I literally forgot about it, which is hilarious because in my, I don't remember if I did it for my filming or non-filming, in my July kit lineup I included this week, and I actually picked out a kit specifically for what I did on Sunday, yet still managed to forget what I did on Sunday while I was doing the talk through. So just as a reminder as to where my brain is at the moment, that's where it's at. But that is a-okay. We're gonna deal with it. Because it's so late, y'all, I feel like I'm a bit delirious. I do apologize if I sound delirious in this voiceover. I feel like my talk through is a little bit more coherent, so I'm so sorry, but it is, I think, a little after 12 a.m. To be honest, I'm kind of hungry, but it's late, so I'm like, what are you gonna eat, girl? Just go to sleep. But also, I can't sleep if I'm hungry. Anybody else have like late night snack cravings? What's your favorite? If you have late night snack cravings, what are your like go-tos? Either what's your go-to or what are your cravings that you have, if you have them, like if you're more of a night owl, which I wouldn't call myself a night owl necessarily, but sometimes YouTube gets the better of me and I end up on related vids for much longer than I should be at night. But let me know if you have any nighttime cravings or snacks that are your go-tos, because I don't know. I think I want a sandwich, but yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what to chat about, because I talked through obviously all the plans for the week, so I don't want to talk through those too much. And I talked through all the Disney updates, mostly like the Disney park updates that came out, and then the Disney entertainment updates that came out. What do you guys think, those of you who have been keeping up with some of the park news and or the Disney entertainment news, like the new movies coming out and such. Let me know what you think down below. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just shared this on Instagram, so I feel like I need to chat about it in the little bit of time we have left. But so Netflix, I went on Netflix this evening to watch Jane the Virgin, of course. And when I opened up my Netflix, there's a little leaving soon banner at the bottom. And I'm so unwell. Like, I don't know why they're doing this to me. And what I read on like the little bit of information I found on Google is that they're not renewing their contract with CW, or like not keeping CW shows for whatever reason. But I just watched season 6 of All American, which is a CW show. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Can we get it together here? Like, I know All American is technically an active show and Jane the Virgin is not. It ended years ago, but still, like, what if one of these streaming services doesn't pick it up, y'all? What am I gonna do? Like, it's literally my comfort show. I'm actually really worried. Like, I'm really worried that no streaming service will pick it up, but I feel like one has to. Bay was trying to tell me that Max would pick it up, and I'm like, how do you know this? And I think he said something like they have a contract with CW or something. This is where I miss like DVDs. All right, let me know in the comments if you remember DVDs or Blu-rays. This is where I miss them, because I need to be able to watch it whenever I want to. And these streaming services take things off their platforms and then they leave me out to die, basically. All right, I'm going to go take deep cleansing breaths and allow y'all to transition into my talk through. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right, fam, we are doing a talk through because by some stroke of a miracle, for some miraculous reason, I have some time to do it, and I'm able to do it because Bay is not home at the moment. So I'm going to try to take advantage of this time and do this as a talk through instead of as a voiceover, because I know folks enjoy that. So we're going to do it. I think I already went through what this week was, but I was finishing up my Disney trip. So really the first couple of days are busy and the rest of the week is kind of standard. So hopefully I have enough for y'all to keep you entertained the whole time. I'll do my best. I have pulled some stickers, which, you know, is a miracle. What do we have here? Red. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started. So on Monday, we had a Disneyland day. It was our last like full day there before we left, which it always sucks. I feel like departure day is the worst. But I was up early. We were both up early, honestly. And we kind of rope dropped Disneyland. We weren't there, I would say, like bright and early, but we were there pretty early, pretty close to rope drop time. So we did that, and then we hopped on the Main Street train. Let's see, let me use a pattern. What pattern do I want to use? This red one's kind of fun. Let's do this red checkered one. Oh, it's a little ripped there. Yeah, so we hopped on the Main Street train. I don't know if it was the train or the like trolley, but whatever have you. I didn't want to use like a plain old train sticker because that equates to going to work for me, so, which I desperately don't want to think about. So I decided to bring in a Mad Hatter sticker instead, since this is obviously Alice in Wonderland themed. Thought I would stick with the theming. And oh yeah, it was the Main Street train. I was thinking of like the little like trolley thing that goes down Main Street, but it was the train because we took it to Toontown, which Toontown has to be the cutest thing on the planet, you guys. Toontown is so adorable. Like, oh my God. I am obsessed with Toontown over there. It's just so precious. It's so cute. I loved it. And I think we went there to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which again, the cutest stinking ride on the planet. So I use little Mickey ears to mark that. And then when I got out, I noticed that Mickey was meeting in his like his little house there, which I can't. It's too cute for me to explain. It's just, it's so stinking cute. So I saw there was only a 5-minute wait to meet him, y'all. And I was like, bet, let's go do that. Cause we were kind of just chilling, I think trying to figure out what to do next, like what lightning lane to do next. So I was like, bet, I'll go in and meet the man, the myth, the mouse himself, Mr. Mickey Mouse. And it was supposed to be a 5-minute wait. Lies that they tell y'all. I waited probably like 20 minutes, and it's one of those queues where you don't know if you're even getting closer. Like every time I thought, oh, like it must be right around this corner, it proceeded to not be right around the corner. So I was like, okay, well, this is not gonna work. So I finally got out of line, which is a bummer because I did want to meet him. I will say though, the queue was so precious. The queue was so cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. I wish I would have taken more pictures of the queue, to be honest with you, because it was so precious. But yeah, I got out of line. It was not the funnest thing ever, but it happens. And then we got back on, I got some popcorn, and then we got back on the Main Street train and took it to, well, we couldn't take it to New Orleans Square, so I think we took it to Adventureland, or did we take it to Main Street? I think we took it to Main Street to then go to Adventureland. And we ate at Bengal Barbecue, and they have these skewers, y'all. Amazing. They were so good. They were so good. They had a drink, like whatever their like juice drink is, that I did not like, but the skewers, amazing. Amazing. Loved the skewers. And on the way there, we saw Ember from Elemental and Donald Duck walking around. That's one of the things I love about Disneyland, is you can just kind of see them walking around, which I think is so cool. So yeah, we went to Bengal Barbecue. It is really, really hard to get a seat there, y'all. Like really hard to get a seat there. So we happened to get one. Like we just got lucky. Someone was getting up. And when we left, there was like a girl there with, it seemed like with her mom. And they, you know, they were just eating. She was on like a scooter. I don't know if that's the correct terminology, but she was on a scooter with her mom, and they were like eating near the garbage can, which is very, very, very much a Disney thing. I don't know why. Like you would think they'd like up their seating, but alas. So I just went up to her because I felt so bad. I was like, oh, we're about to leave. Like, do you want this, this table? And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And it just felt good to be nice. Such a novel idea for some folks. The idea of it feeling good to be nice. Whoa. Mind blown. Anyways. After we had the skewers, we went on Pirates, which was so fun. I actually have a Jack sticker too, but this is a little Pirates. I feel like I should cut it a little bit. It's a little big. This is a little pirate sticker from, like the actual ride sticker from Creativity and Ink. If you're looking for Disney like ride stickers, she has a ton of them, but I will say if you plan like me, like if you use a lot of little things, they are a bit big, so you might have to end up cutting them down. So if that's not your jam, maybe don't do it. But yeah, we went on Pirates, which was so fun. I wanted to go back on it, but you know, we had other things to do. So after Pirates, I went and got a mint julep. They had like a peach mango one, because they have different ones. I'm gonna have to cut this down too. Little things are just too freaking little, but also I understand why people use so many of them for these trips, because there's so much to mark, but they're just so little. I know it's in the name, I know. But yeah, so I went to get a mint julep, and that's where they also had the Mickey beignets, and I just had to try the beignets, and they are exactly worth the hype. They are so good. They were so, so good. I loved the beignets. So we got Mickey beignets. I just got the standard. They did have like a specialty one. I forget what it was. But I was like, first time trying it, I just want like the regular, like the real thing before I try anything wild and crazy. So it was delish. Loved the beignets. And then what did we do after? Let me see. We saw the New Orleans band. Tiana walked right past me. I was like, I had a whole moment because I was like, oh, she's dressed nice. Like it didn't like register right away because she was like, I could only see her in like the periphery. And I was like, oh wait, that's Tiana running by me. She was running by to catch up with the band and like dance and stuff and hang out with the crowd. So it was cool. Again, one of the cool things about Disneyland is that characters are just kind of roaming around. So ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how long my voice is gonna last because it's like it was like this before I started, so I'm gonna do my best. But yeah, so we did that, and then I was starting to feel not great, which, you know, is always fun when you're on vacation and want to live your best life. When you start to feel not great, just always a good time. So I was really starting to feel not the best. And so I just we hung around Adventureland because Bay found an Indiana Jones lightning lane, which is really hard to find, honestly, because it's one of the more popular rides there and he really wanted to ride. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, that's fine. We've done Disney quite a bit. Not Disneyland, but we've done Disney itself quite a bit. So I was like, that's fine. We'll be fine. And it just kept getting worse. Like the feeling kept getting worse, but I was like, it's fine. I can get through Indiana Jones. I'm good. And then I went through, like, we've never ridden it, so I don't know, you know, I've seen like the ride along videos on YouTube, but we've never ridden it, and I've never been in the queue, y'all. As soon as I got in the queue, if you've never been in the queue, it's like dark, but like with flickering lights. And it's very windy. It's the best way I can describe it. If you've been to Disney and you've gone through any of the queues, you know what I mean. Where it's just kind of, it's definitely not a straight line. You're just kind of going back and forth, back and forth. So for someone who is feeling dizzy and nauseous already, that queue did me in. I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't go this ride. Like, I can't do it. So I had to get out of line, and I just felt like a dork. Because then I was just upset, and then I cried. Like, it was ridiculous, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I think I was just having a moment. I was just having a moment, and it was a bummer, but alas, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah. So Bay went on it, which was good, and I just waited for him near the exit, which means I did get to sit for a while, and I just tried to drink water and breathe, and I ended up being okay to like leave the park. We left the park after that because I just was not feeling good, and we were both tired, probably dehydrated, who knows. So we just like slowly made our way out of the park, because, you know, it's also hot AF, which is not the best. And then I'm gonna move on to Tuesday. I'm not necessarily going by every sticker I put down, but I still have things to tell you about on Monday that are worth mentioning, so don't mind me while I do my thing. So after that, we went back to the hotel and tried to just rest and kind of recharge a bit, since, you know, we were just exhausted. I went into the little cafe that was nearby the hotel and got a matcha latte, which always lifts my spirits, and water. I was just like, drink, and then we hung out at the hotel for a bit and tried to rest. And then we're gonna see how we feel, if we wanted to go back later, like when the sun goes down and it's not 1,000 degrees and the sun beaming on your face. So we rested up and went back. And y'all, I gotta tell you about this Uber ride that we took. Y'all. So this Uber guy comes up, I think it was a Tesla that he picked us up in, or actually I think it was Lyft. It was Lyft. So he picked us up, I think it was a Tesla that he was in, and he had these little like footrests there, and he was like really like fun, and he was nice and everything, and he was like, oh, I saw that you have like really great ratings, like I guess as a writer or whatever. I never pay attention to those things because like I don't drive so I never like pay attention to our ratings, but apparently we had good ratings. It was Bay's account, so he had good ratings, and he was like, oh, for you know, for my people that rate and tip good, I have like these fun things. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? What's happening? We're like, is this where it ends? Is this it? Is this where it's over for us? So he had like this fun little disco ball thing, and he did like a little Disney karaoke. It was actually really fun. And he played some Disney tunes while we went, and do I want to do that, or do I want to do little things? I think I want to do little things. So he did the disco ball and the Disney karaoke, and then you guys, the footrests on the bottom, he was like, oh, put your feet on them. And you guys, they gave us foot massages. Bro. I was like, where have you been all of my life, sir? Yes, I was pumped. Me and Bay were like, why can't we request drivers on these rideshare apps? I'm just saying, because bro, like, foot massages after a Disney day is literally the way to my heart. Like, quite literally, if you're trying to find the way to my heart, that's it. That's it, if you guys are wondering. So me and Bay were like enamored. We're like, I hope this ride never ends. Mind you, we're taking this lift to Disneyland. So like, that's a tall order. Being like, you know what? Like, Disney can wait. It's fine. It's fine. Disney can totally wait. It's all good. We don't need to go right now. Because we're getting foot massages. So it was great. Highly recommend. I wish I remembered his name, y'all, but I really don't. But we were living our best life, and by the time we got there, the sun had finally gone down, which was a super short trip anyway. The sun had gone down, and it was a little cooler, and it was just much more doable. I think we went at like 7, maybe 7:30 or so. And it was wonderful. It was wonderful, to be honest with you. So we got back, kind of got through security. And then, oh, I don't think I told this story in my last Plan With Me, but it's such a good one. Okay, I am gonna tell you guys the story because I'm pretty sure I didn't tell it in the last Plan With Me. That's okay. If I have time, I will have time, because the end of this week is kind of boring, but I'll go back to it because I think I missed it last Plan With Me. So yeah, so we went back in, we went to Plaza Inn on Main Street, or right next to Main Street. And we had, the, whatchamacallit, the, why am I blanking? The fried chicken, like the famous fried chicken in Plaza Inn, which Plaza Inn is very good. Like, it's like the best thing between a sit-down restaurant and a buffet, in my opinion. It was great. Like for a quick service, because it doesn't look like a quick service, but it is. And the food was good. The chicken was good. We definitely enjoyed it. What do I want to use here? Probably a pattern. Yeah, let's do a patterned box here. I don't want to do yellow right next to it. Sugar. Sugar and spice. So yeah, that was delish. And then we went into Tomorrowland and rode Buzz Lightyear to pretty much finish out the night. And we were gonna ride a couple other things too while we were there, but the fireworks were starting and we wanted to like beat the crowd out, because once the fireworks are done, it's like a madhouse to exit. So I was like, all right, let's just get out before it gets wild over here. So we ended up leaving after that, and then we basically just passed out when we got back to the hotel because we were so tired. So that was Monday. Then Tuesday was checkout day, which is literally the worst day on earth. Planet Earth, honestly. What am I gonna put here? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just the worst day on planet Earth on checkout day. So I was sad. I had to mark that first. And then we had breakfast in the little restaurant in the hotel, which we had pretty much always had breakfast there. And our waitresses and waiters, I was trying to say both of those at the same time, were for the most part wonderful. I would say the one we had on our checkout day was average at best, just not as good as our other ones. And I was like, of course on checkout day. Of course on checkout day. We were hoping we got the one, like we got a waitress like a few times, so we were hoping we would get her again, but it didn't work out, just so we could say bye and thank her because she was so great. But we didn't get her again, so it's okay. It just means we need to go back, which I'm already trying to do, but can't afford, so yeah. Love that for us. But yeah, so we had breakfast, then we went up to the room and showered and packed up, and then we had to check out, and we had a late flight. I can't remember exactly what time our flight was supposed to be. Notice I'm saying supposed to be. You'll hear about that in a sec. I think it was like in 7 or 8 p.m. departure that we had, so we had a lot of time to kill. So once we checked out, we hung out in the little cafe, which was just so fun. It's just such a cute little place. And I was on my laptop, which, I mean, I guess my laptop served me well at that point. So I just hung out there. I bought my Cowboy Carter vinyl, which was exciting. And then I was already looking at other vacations because I'm like, the only thing that's going to make me feel better right now about leaving this vacation is planning another one. Of course, that has gone nowhere because, again, money. So once we started to get hungry, we took a lift over to, well, we took a lift to the Grand Floridian, no, the Grand Californian, I think is the name of that, like, fancy schmancy pants Disneyland hotel. And it was awkward because they stopped at like the front gate when you pull up, and mind you, we're in a lift, so like it's not like a friend is dropping us off. We're in a lift, and like I wasn't expecting to have to tell them what we were doing. We just wanted to see the hotel. Like, I feel like resort hopping in Disney World is very common, so it's not usually an issue. But I was so caught off guard when she asked why we were there that I didn't know what to say. And so eventually she sent me in, but clearly it was like frowned upon, I guess, to just do that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm from the East Coast where we just resort hop for fun on our our non-park days. It was just very strange. And it just kind of like, it was awkward and ruined my mood. And it was my own fault. Like, I don't even blame them. Like, clearly I didn't research that, but I didn't know I'd have to. So it is what it is. But they let us in, and then we just kind of looked around, and then we were able to go to Disney, downtown Disney. I was about to call it Disney Springs, but in Cali, it's downtown Disney, and we ate at Jazz Kitchen again because it was that good. And I got gumbo again because it was that stinking good. So we ate, and then we headed back to the hotel because it still wasn't time for us to leave. And then basically we just waited forever because they just kept delaying our flight. So our flight got delayed like 4 times, y'all. I'm not even playing. We ended up leaving so late compared to when we were supposed to. Our flight departed, I'm pretty sure it was a 7 something departure originally. We left at 12:30 a.m. Yeah, nope, you didn't hear that wrong. 12:30 a.m. is when we left. Rough times. It was rough times. Rough times. Not my favorite, and the flight itself was not good. Like, on top of the fact that it was so delayed, it was very bumpy. I was sleep deprived. I already get super anxious on flights, so it was not a good time. I do not recommend. 0 stars. 0 freaking stars on that one. So I think I want to use a curve one. Which one should I use? Do I want to use the red? Maybe the yellow? yeah, so trash times, would not recommend to anyone that I love. Actually, I wouldn't even recommend it to people I don't like, to be honest with you. Just don't do it. Do not take a red-eye flight from the West Coast to the East Coast, because that jet lag is really next level. It's really next level jet lag. Actually, I want to switch these. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Will it come up? No. I don't want to bring that up. I just want to bring the, oh, here we go. I'm like, I don't want to bring the whole box up. I just want to bring up the emoji, because I want to put the emoji on the bottom. Yeah, so rough flight, rough with the delays, just rough times in general, but we did make it through Avi. We landed at like 8 in the morning, like 8:30 in the morning. We were supposed to land, I think, 2 hours earlier than that. I'm not sure. We were definitely supposed to land earlier. That I can guarantee. So we did land later than we expected, which, I mean, is what it is. Like, it's not like I didn't plan anything, because I knew I would be dead. So yeah, basically this is all you need to know. I didn't even want to put that there. Gosh, I'm not thinking. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a hot diggity mess. Ugh, okay. Because this is really all I need to put up top for Wednesday, is that I was 108% tired. That's basically my whole mood for the next several days. I was 108% tired, sleep deprived, hot, just not firing on all cylinders, not even firing on half a cylinder, to be quite frank. So we landed, waited for our baggage, and then we took the bus to our car. And okay, let's see. And then we drove home. We did stop for food, because, like, bro, we needed food. I think I'm gonna put the bus on this side. Let's see, maybe I can put a little thing in here for stopping for food. I don't even know, did I pull anything for stopping for food? I don't think I did, but I can maybe pull an icon. No. Nope, 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 nope. I'm still gonna put something there. Let's put the blue. And I'll find a little, like, fork and knife icon from an SPC foil bundle. That'll be great, because I don't think I have a small enough one here. And then, oh, I can use this. I pulled this, but I can use this. This fits. Because we basically drove home and then stopped for food. So I'm gonna use this little, like, locator. And then I slept like a baby. Like, I got home, y'all, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, I can't do it. Like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, part of me was like, okay, Anna, like, power through, make it through to, like, when you would normally go to bed at home, so you can get your, like, circadian rhythms going back, do your thug fizzle. Nope, absolutely not. It was just a no. I took a 3-hour nap, and that's actually small potatoes, I feel like, compared to how I felt. I feel like with how I felt, I could have slept for 3 days. So, like, a 3-hour nap is really nothing. So I took a 3-hour nap. I was annoyed, but I think it was just cranky and moody, to be honest, more than anything. And then, what do I want to do? Blue? Let's do a blue and a green. Let's do a blue and a red. And then I did unpack and shower. I did laundry. I'm one of those crazy people who needs to unpack as soon as they get home. I do not like leaving that, because if I don't do it when I get home, I'm not doing it. Like, it's just gonna sit there for weeks and weeks, which is really not ideal. So I just try to do it as soon as I get home. which I got that habit from my dad. My dad was the same way. Whenever we came home from a trip, he would be unpacking immediately. I was like, ooh, I'm picking up this habit. Thanks, Pops. But yeah, so I did laundry, I took a shower. My neighbor was kind of holding our mail, so I went to go pick that up from her. And then I got McDonald's. We got McDonald's because, like, who was gonna cook? Not this girl. Not this girl. She wasn't about to cook. And that was the first half of the week. It was nice to be home, like, for sure. It was so good to be home. So yeah, there's that. So then moving along to Thursday, I woke up in the morning and felt like a Mack truck had run me over. I was still very sleep deprived. I had a headache. I was in pain. I was like, wow, I'm not built for these types of adventures, clearly, because I was a hot mess. The age was showing, y'all. It was rearing its ugly ass head, and it was like, oh, hey girl, how you doing? And I was like, dying. So yeah, I was definitely sleep deprived. And then I had the audacity to go back to work the next day. That's right, you heard that correctly. I didn't take the next day off. I said, no, I'm gonna be great. I got this. I so don't got this. The only reason I did something that insane is because I knew that I'd be working from home. If I had to go into the office, there's absolutely no way I would have done that, to be clear. No way in hell. Not a chance. So yeah, that's the only reason that I allowed myself to go to work the next day. Because I did figure, okay, you're gonna have all of Wednesday to recoup, which I did do some recouping, but it was not, it just simply was not enough. It just wasn't enough for your girl. It wasn't enough time to recoup. I needed days, multiple days. So a lot of the rest of this week is me taking it real easy. So what did I do this day? I canceled appointments, I had coffee, and then I did more laundry, and after that I just did nothing. Like legit did nothing. And it was fan-freaking-tastic to do nothing. So that was Thursday in a nutshell. This way, yeah. I was like, which way are we going here? So I'm gonna mark coffee, and then I'm going to mark this little pajama emoji to mark that I just pretty much spent the whole afternoon in bed watching an old novela. Like, that's what I was doing. Just watching an old novela. I think I'm gonna use this to mark that, because I did not have any strength to do anything else. I'm surprised I did laundry this day, to be honest. Both these days, I'm surprised I mustered up the strength to do laundry, but I was like, we're gonna have no clothes, so I don't have a choice. Okay, and then Friday was payday. We love the payday over here, so let's go ahead and mark that. And then I had to check in with my boss because I was working, so I am gonna also mark work. I feel like this is crooked. It's not bad. I think I can deal with that. So let's mark. I'm really loving these little ones. These little ones. I don't know what to call these, but I'm really loving these. So I had to check in with my boss. I worked. Why didn't I have the car? I ordered breakfast. There's nothing in the fridge. I don't have the car. I think they must have had something going on. I don't know why I wouldn't have the car this day, but I apparently did not have the car. So there's that. I don't know why. I'm trying to remember why, but I really don't know why. So I did not have the car, and I couldn't go grocery shopping. So I did order food, and then I was depressed. I don't know why I was depressed. I don't know if I was PMSing. No, because I had just finished flow. I don't know what was happening. I was depressed though, and I just wanted to cry apparently. Go figure. I don't know. I don't know the answer to why, but I've been going through it, so I'm sure it had to do with that. I tried to, as much as I could, you know, like enjoy my vacation, even though life was, and it still is, a shit show. You know, sometimes that's easier said than done, but I think I did pretty good. So there's that. But okay, I have to mark work. And breakfast, so I have work and breakfast. I don't think I have a depressed sticker pulled, so I might have to pull that one. What else did I mark? Oh, I was designing too. I forgot to mark that. I was designing. Okay, let me grab, let's see what I got here. Some sticky paper. I think I'm gonna use this little planning one just because I have the freebie right here and I'm lazy to mark designing. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pull something for being depressed and for food, I think. I have this little chicken for food. Why do I have the car this day? I'm really trying to figure that out. Oh, yes, I know. I know. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, but yes, I do know. Yeah, you'll hear, because I was pissed the next day, so you'll hear. Anyways, moving on to Saturday. I'm still dealing with jet lag, and I had to get up like semi-early-ish, because okay, Bay's family was in town, and you know, when they're in town, his family that's here, you know, that's closest, wants to do things with them, which is totally understandable, like totally understandable. But I feel like they feel like they need to do more than they need to, when legit they just want to spend time with them, so it doesn't matter, but they feel like they need to take them out like a lot. And usually I can wiggle my way out of it within reason, because like obviously I don't want them to think I don't want to spend time with them, because that's actually not the case. But they decided on this day, the 29th of June, that they wanted to go and like go to a lake and barbecue and whatever. Totally fine. Even though I was jet lagged and tired and wanted nothing to do with people, because I just had so much peopling going on that I was like, please, Lord, please, I don't want to do it. I was like, I'm going to do it because I'm going to be a good partner and, you know, go and spend time with the fam and whatnot. What was that for, y'all? What was that for? Tell me why we're driving. First, we had to get up early because I think you had to like reserve a parking spot or something. You had to pay. So they're like, oh, we want to get our money's worth and get there early. I'm like, okay, great. Just what I want to do is wake up early on this Saturday after this trip that has taken it out of me. But okay, fine, whatever. So I'm just going to keep putting on the functionals while I'm in my functional bag. So, oh, I didn't, there we go. I didn't pull it up all the way. So we're on our way there, and it's probably like 10 or 11 or something in the morning. We're on our way there. And I'm looking at the sky, y'all, and the sky is giving cloudy. It's giving cloudy with a chance of meatballs, okay? Okay, cloudy with a chance of meatballs. AKA rain. So I'm like, hey, so I'm in the car with Bay, just Bay, it's just me and Bay. I'm like, hey, did like, you know, did your mom or anyone like look at the weather? Like, how are we looking? Thinking they must have looked at the weather if they're going to do an outdoor activity, right? Like they must have. So there must be some kind of plan. He goes, oh, I don't know. Y'all, this is my problem. This is always my problem when it comes to me hanging out with this family. There's no like real organization and it makes me angry. And so I need to calm down, obviously, because I don't want to cause a stir, right? I don't want to cause a stir or a tussle or make anyone feel bad. But like, if you're planning an outside event, fam, wouldn't you be cognizant of the fact that weather is probably something you should be paying attention to? And if, you know, you're planning this event and it's going to rain, that you'd either have some kind of backup plan or you would postpone said plan. Not these folks. These folks, not about that life. These folks just sit in the rain. And guess who had to be a part of these folks? This girl right here. This girl right here. So needless to say, I was pissed because I'm like, I'm pretty sure like this isn't one of those passing like partly cloudy kind of days. Like this is looking like a rain day. It rained, I would say 75% of the time that we were there. And they had like a little tent or whatever, but it was like mesh. The tent was like a mesh tent. So like you're still gonna get wet. You do get wet less, but you still get wet. So I already didn't want to go to this thing. And here I am getting soaked. So I'm big mad. And then it's an hour and a half away, which this was my biggest issue. This is why we had to get up so early, because it's an hour and a half away. And I'm like, why couldn't we do something in the lakes that are closer? Why do we need to drive an hour and a half to this particular lake? Oh, they said it was nicer. Y'all, it was not nicer. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It wasn't nicer. So just like, tell me again what the point was of this. There wasn't any. There wasn't any. We drove an hour and a half there to get rained on and then drive an hour and a half back soaked. I can't. When I tell y'all, I was livid on that drive back. I was livid on that drive back. I was so angry. I just didn't say anything because I was like, if I say something, this is going to be a big ass argument. So I'm just going to shut up. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let it be. Maybe I'll address it tomorrow when I cool the fuck off. Because right now I'm very angry. So that was my Saturday. I was just mostly pissed. And then Sunday came along. I did sleep in. I was still a hot mess with the jet lag. I apparently got Dunkin' for breakfast. Oh, this was the day I went to see JT. I forgot all about this. I had a concert this day, y'all. Yes. So I woke up late, still was effed up with the time difference. I did go to see my mom and dad because obviously I had been traveling and didn't get to see them as much. And then I got ready for the concert, which was fun. We had a good time. I need to pull stickers for these because I do not have them. So bear with me a second. Yeah, so Sunday I went to the JT concert with, ironically, with my boss and her husband, which I thought would be weird, but it actually was fun. We had a good time and the show was great, so it was fun. Yeah, and that's really it. I just have to pull my stickers, but I think while I do that, because I don't think I told you guys this story last Plan With Me, and I think it was just such a cute like Disney magic moment, and I think the cast members are really the shit. Like they really are the shit and they make the magic. So I have to share my magic moment with y'all because it was the best. So this was when we went to DCA with Bestie, because Bestie was there. And, oh, sorry, I'm out of breath because I just ran to get my stickers. My big old thing of stickers that could finish this spread up. So we were waiting in the line to, I think we were waiting in the security line. I think it was a security line to get in. And there was a guy coming, like he was kind of coming into the line, but from the opposite direction. I assumed he was a cast member. He was like saying, you know, he was just saying, excuse me, which I don't know why. I don't know what he was doing or if he was just leaving. I don't know. But he was like coming by the line and he was like, oh, excuse me. And then he stopped at me he like stopped in front of me and looked at me, and I was like, what's about to happen? Because it was just odd. Like, I didn't know why. You guys, he was like, princess. It was the sweetest thing ever. He was like, princess, how did you get out of the castle? And I was like, I had one of those moments where I'm like, are you talking to me? Like one of those, let me look behind me. Are you talking to me? Because, you know, like, I feel like a lot of times those magic moments happen for kids more. And I'm not saying that adults don't experience magic at Disney. They do, and cast members do great things, but it's never like, at least I haven't seen it done in that way. Like, they might be like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, the moments I've heard of have been like, oh, here's like a lightning lane you can use for later, or here's a treat for your birthday, or, you know, something like that. Like, one of the cast members at the Polynesian comped our dessert because the poor thing spilled our dessert all over the table. And I was like totally fine because none of it got on me, first of all, and it was an accident. Accidents happen. But she felt so bad. She was like, here's a new dessert, comped on the house. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Like, I'm more used to those types of like magical moments for adults, but like this one really caught me off guard because he was like, princess, how did you get out of the castle? And I was like, at first I didn't even know he was talking to me. Like, I was so lost. And then I looked at Bestie, who was like, yeah, he's talking to you. And I was like, oh, you know, I just used a little magic. I was like trying to play along, and I was like, am I being awkward? What's happening? But also, this is so sweet. And he said like some other things. I can't remember verbatim. But it was just really sweet to have that moment, because like, most times they're just not pointing me out, to be honest. So it was very, very sweet. His name was Mo. He had his little cast member name tag, and he reminded me so much, y'all, of, y'all are gonna laugh. Y'all are gonna laugh. But he was my elementary school cook, and me and my mom loved him. He was just so sweet, so kind, and his food was amazing. Amazing food. My mom would go and volunteer and help out in the kitchen, so like, I knew him pretty well, and my mom knew him pretty well. And he reminded me so much of him. So aside from the fact that he gave me this magical moment, he also gave me a nostalgic moment. It was just really, really sweet. And another reason why cast members should get all the benefits, all the raises, all the things, because the magic simply does not exist without them. If I'm being honest, if I'm being quite frank, the magic just simply does not exist without them. And I just was so grateful to that cast member for just making me smile. That's it, just making me smile on that day, and making me feel the magic, which is just amazing. So I don't think I shared that in my last plan with me. If I did, I'm so sorry, because my brain is mush at the moment. So I guess it is possible I did, but I'm pretty sure I did not. So forgive me if I did. But it was such a sweet moment that hopefully it still makes you happy, even if you're hearing it for the first time. Because it was definitely a sweet moment for me. All right, so to mark, what am I marking here? To mark that I was just annoyed. I should probably mark rain, actually. Let's see, let's mark rain, because all it did was rain this dumb day. I was so annoyed. All of these like rain, okay, this one looks a little better. All of these rain ones like look so happy, and I'm like, I hate it. I hate it here. I'm gonna have to use one of them though, so I think I'm just gonna use this cloud from Paper and Milk to mark rain, and then I'm gonna mark being pissed, being big mad, because I was indeed big mad. But yeah, that was my trip, y'all. This week, for, you know, I would say with the exception of the first Monday, even though even that Monday kind of ended rough, was just like, meh. But I really did enjoy my trip. The week before this, if you guys missed that plan with me, that Pride Night spread, that week was amazing. I really, really enjoyed my time there, enjoyed spending time with Bestie. I kind of like that we did things outside of, oh, this is perfect for the level of anger. This is just Squidge with a bunch of expletives behind him, like facts. Facts. I was so mad. And then I just kind of stayed in bed after that. Yeah, it was nice that we could mix it up, like with the Warner Brothers tour, and that I got to just kind of hang with Bestie and just enjoy our time together. 'Cause, you know, we just don't get a lot of it now that he's so far away and life is so hard and expensive. So it's hard for us to get together these days. This looks like a happy squish, but I was a pissed squish, but it's okay. It does the job of just making me look like, please just let me watch TV in my bed. Thank you. Okay, and then I just gotta pull the Sunday ones. So yeah, it was a good old time. And I'm so grateful that we were able to have the trip. I wanted to so bad do something for Christmas where we could travel and I could take my mom because she's just finally getting a break from caregiving, but it's just too expensive, y'all, unfortunately. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it as soon as I wanted to, but it's still on my bucket list of things to do, to take her on vacation somewhere. We were thinking about doing Disney because I want to do Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, even though I don't think I will like it as much as Not So Scary because I'm a Halloween girl through and through. But I still wanted to try it out, and I thought, you know, Mom would like it. She wouldn't necessarily go to the parks, but even just kind of being around the area, and we have some family there, I thought she could go visit, but it's just not gonna happen, it looks like. So we'll have to plan it for another time, but it's kind of a bummer. Kind of a bummer. Like, Bay is already trying to plan like the holidays, and this is exactly what stresses me out about them, that I don't know what I'm doing yet, and I don't have the bandwidth right now to think about it because I have so much that needs to be resolved before that comes along. So, alas, there is that. Thought I would have way more stories for y'all, but I think I'm tapped out. I think I might be tapped out for them stories. I'm gonna have to, oh no. I'm gonna have to switch the bottom. I'm like, I'm gonna have to switch one of these labels because it's the wrong way. It's the last one though. So, yeah, what else is going on? We are almost done with the sale. Tomorrow is the last day of the sale. You guys will be watching this and the sale will be over. But I did want to thank everyone who has bought from the shop, liked, shared the posts on IG. I'm so grateful to everyone who has supported the shop. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to pull stickers and talk to you at the same time. Not ideal, but we did pretty well, I think, for, you know, what's typical for shop sales. So that's exciting, and folks seem to be excited about the kits, which is really nice. So I'm hoping to start working on orders in the next few days. I did increase processing times, but I'm still going to try to keep it to 2 to 3 weeks, even though right now I think it says 3 to 4 weeks for the sale. So I'll do my best, y'all. I'm going to be cranking for you and getting those out to you as soon as humanly possible. Okay. Yeah, let's mark eating. And then I have to mark JT as well. I gotta switch this label and then I'll mark that, but that is pretty much it, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the spread. Let's switch this baby around if we can. I was just watching Bel Air with Bae. It came back finally. It feels like such a long hiatus. That show is so good. I don't know if you guys are watching Bel Air, but it's really good. It's basically like a modern day version of like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, but it's very good. Like, you never know what's gonna happen when people take that on, but they did good. They really did. I need to mark like music. TV, movie. I don't know if I have a music one, like a concert one. I have like more TV stuff. Yeah, oh boy. I need to find a sticker for this. All right, y'all, I have to find, because I do have concert stickers, but I don't know where they are at the moment. So I think I'm gonna leave that one blank and find it later. Okay, so let's put this one back. All right, y'all. I know, I still have to find something for here to mark. Let me see, is there anything in my sticker book? Because I have like concert stickers, but not on me currently. Yeah, no. There's nothing in my sticker book, so I'm gonna leave it here. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll zoom you out a bit so you guys can see the spread in it, all of its glory. But I do really love how this turned out, and it was kind of a last minute add to the lineup because I thought it would be cute to show like kind of the last Disney week. So I didn't really have a Disney kit planned for this week, but I'm glad I ended up using this Alice kit because I think it's super cute. All right, y'all. That's everything from me. I hope you enjoyed the video and the spread. Let me know down below in the comments. Anything. Let me know anything down below in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.